All right, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. We're gonna have a fun one here. So this is more so a semi tier list of the best characters I think, or the must-have characters for sort of every category. Right? We're talking yellow, purple, red, blue, green. That's the way we're gonna do it. Again, this is from my testing, so I'm not going to say every character in order. I'm going to say must-haves that I think each category will give you the best from, and the ones that I think are very powerful characters. As you either progress into leveling them up, or as you get them and you're like, you know what, I got two of these characters, should I dupe them out? And again, it all comes down to team building, how you plan on team building. Is it a mono team you're running, a sort of DPS defense team? Is it what type of team are you running, right? That's the entire kind of play you also have to think about. But if you're looking in your category, like, okay, I need a yellow unit. What is the best yellow unit? I need a red unit. What's the best red unit, right? So we're going to do it that way in that entire process of it. And again, this is based off my testing. Obviously, the game has only been out for a few weeks, so we really haven't gotten all the characters maxed out testing, or at least characters duped up to a point to where their dupes start to actually matter. So again, keep that in mind. But today, let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's hop into the tier list and let's have a little bit of a discussion for each character. So first up, basically, I got this tier list over here that I was messing around with. We have yellow, red, purple, blue, green. Again, I want to make this clear. This is a just must-have tier list. So let's say if I were to just do like the yellow category, I may only have like 5 characters in here because I'd say that they are only the must-haves of that category. Again, some categories might get 2 or 3 characters due to the reason it's mainly aiming at must-haves. Like, oh, this category shines because of this one unit, and this is like the best unit of that category. So keep that in mind. That's how I'm going to be approaching the entire tier list, okay? So we'll start with the category that I know the most, all right? We'll work our way through it. First up, we have a red category here. I think the #1 red character unit, 100% is her, okay? Again, I haven't tested Viol, I want to make that abundantly clear, but whales have tested Viol, and they can say after you get like 2 or 3 dupes for Viol, he will become a force to reckon with. He is broken. Again, I haven't seen enough testing at 1 star to give you like the best idea, but Viol is great. The thing is, a free-to-play character in a way, because you can easily get dupes for her, 1.7% rate up, right? This character is going to be the red category carry, right? If we were to talk about yellow category, you know who that carry really is. It is going to be Hats, right? Hats is going to be a very powerful contender for the yellow category, and both these characters, I would say, are free-to-play friendly in the way that you're going to put them on your rate up, your main rate up, and then boom, chase the carry, get the carry together, and then form the team around the carry, correct? That is how I feel that this game is kind of going to really go for a lot of players. You're going to aim at a character, let's say this is the character, and then you're going to form the team around this character, right? So now we have our main carry in the red category. We now know what we have to do to kind of team build beyond that. This tier list does not have the newest characters, does it? Damn, okay, so, all right, so that's changed. We can now throw up our characters. Again, we were looking at, where is Hats? We have Viol over here, so we have Viol, we have this. These are the 2 characters that I want to talk about also, mainly why I went to this list. So we'll throw up these 2 here. So first, again, yellow, red. So this is, again, in no order. I want to make this clear, 100%. There is no order of these colors beyond this point. It's just yellow is up there because yellow is a popular team. Red is, again, you can say whatever. Purple can be not, it's not the worst team. Like, green is not the worst. It's just I'm doing it this way. It's left to right. Just read left to right, you're good to go. All right? So yellow team, I would say definitely Hats is a carry. Red team, it's going to be Hua, 100%. I do think that she is, like, second popular. I would say that beyond this point, you could say these 2. Why am I saying this? Before you get mad, why am I saying this? And there is one more character, which I don't want to not include. These 3 characters, for like, let's say, if you're looking at SSR, the reason they're going to be better is just because I can dupe these characters out. Like, an SSR Plus is very powerful, but with dupes on an SSR Plus, they get much more. But you can't dupe them, correct? But an SSR at base status is okay. With dupes, you can say that they can contend with an SSR Plus. For example, duped out kind of Hats and duped out Hua, they're going to be like the best of the best. They're going to be like top tier, better than any SSR Plus for the reason of how powerful they become with dupes. But I can't dupe these characters out. They're innately powerful. But again, if you want to say like a free-to-play standpoint, I would say that the must-haves for the category have to be these 3, okay? I have done a lot of testing with the red category specifically just because I've kind of invested a lot into it. So I would say that these 3 characters are very powerful, right? And if you were to build a red comp, okay, Evankill and Viol are going to be great people to add in as your team evolves and as you get more dupes, as you get them for an SSR Plus. I will say that I'm gonna be more reliant on saying that SSRs are better than SSR pluses for this video because I can at least pull an SSR versus me still not being able to pull at least 50% of the SSR pluses in the game. I am missing data I'm missing so many characters. Okay, I'm missing so many characters. I'm missing Zahard. I am missing, who is it? Viol. I am still missing the other two. I'm missing so many. Just know that. So I will be more so leaning onto the other category of SSRs and saying that they're better. But again, for the red category, I would say that these characters are very powerful. If I were to say it, if I, ignore her, I personally think that, again, you'd say around Evankill is better just because, Viol I haven't done too much testing with. But I have seen a duped out Viol is nuts, but I can't make that a statement just right now, correct or not. So I want to wait until I can test that. But again, Viol is still a must-have. His damage at raw potential being 1 dupe or 0 dupes, it's still going to be good because his kit is going to at least do that. But beyond that, I don't want to say the wrong answer. So I'll say that Evankill is better for now. As more testing occurs, I'll tell you how Viol is. But right now, if anybody's tested Viol, let me know down below in the comments. Again, please do. I'll be very happy to at least pin that comment so at least people know about it. But again, I haven't gotten Viol, sadly, so I can't say too much on that, all right? But back to yellow category. Let's talk about that. Bam is like one of the best characters, and Evan is one of the best characters, right? So again, Evan I'm going to be biased here. I'm going to say that Hats is better for the reason of getting dupes, but if you're looking for survivability, Evan's going to destroy. Evan's going to be a beauty carry for a lot of players to at least keep your team alive and keep them, like, you don't know how many matches you're about to lose, and then, Evan's heal comes in, and boom, he just destroys, correct? That's his kit. That's why he's so good. And then immortality that he has, giving that to allies, it is the biggest clutch you'll ever see in the game, and it happens so often that you're like, yeah, it becomes like just status quo to you. When you remove him from your team, you then realize that, oh my god, the reason I was winning and doing so good was Evan. So again, you can argue that free-to-play standard, getting Hats, duping him out, being a absolute DPS carry of the century, destroying the battlefield, or Evan for survivability. Again, I'll say it this way just because, SSR plus wise, there you go. But Bam and what is it? Hats, I don't know why I forgot his name. They're great. They are great characters. And then you also look at it as another kind of contender for the yellow category. I do think that Wang is pretty good too. Now, I haven't done the best testing with him, correct? And people tell me that Yellow Feathers is good too, which this list does not have Yellow Feathers. Wow, they're always like, some of these lists are missing characters, but Yellow Feathers is in here. He's also a pretty good character. Rack is also a pretty good character for the yellow category. But if you were to say like must-haves, I would mainly just say these three, and then maybe throw in the fourth year and like say, okay, definitely you can look at it. But Yellow Feathers is good too. I have seen a lot of players coming up and say that he's gotten better with like more testing and more dupes and stuff. But again, I haven't personally myself gotten to test, so can't say much there. For the purple category, if you're trying to say like purple, what can I use? Definitely Rachel's like the highlight. Like if you were to just like stop like the purple category right now, I think purple will be just Rachel. Like Rachel's the highlight, 100%. The second highlight you'd say is this one over here, and then the SSR Plus variant, right? Or the SSR Plus for the purple category. I would say these three are like the must-haves. Purple category definitely isn't like the best, and I do think as time progresses, it's gonna get better. Karaka is also very good. Whatever it is, Karaka is pretty good. So like you can argue wherever you want with these placements here, but Karaka is like a carry at some point too. But again, SSR Plus, so I'll say more free to play. I know that this character is pretty good, but again, I'm making this 100% clear. I have tested Karaka, so I'm biased to say Karaka is a really good character. I haven't tested her, and I still haven't pulled her, right? So I have gotten an account that has Karaka. My main, by the way, is miserable without like a lot of the SSR Pluses. So again, keep that in mind. But Karaka, I've heard from a lot of people, can really be good. It's just I don't know why he gets super slow. Like randomly, he just stands there when he's trying to activate one of his passives. So when he does that, he just basically just dies right away. He just dies right away because he's standing there to put on his passive, which don't know why that's the case, but it is. So definitely a very weird thing there. But I would still say for the purple category, given it's such a light category, I will say that's a must-have, just in my opinion. For the blue category, 1,000,000,000%. I can end right there and just say this is it. This is it. Blue category, you need this character. Simply put, that is the best category, best character out of the category. 1,000,000,000%. So that's it. Like I can literally just say that and move on about my day. Again, there's another character that's not listed here for some reason, but that's like Quant. You say his name. His name is like Blackfish Quant. And then he would also kind of rank decently in a way over here. Also, then there's one more. People have been saying Lero. His name is like Lero Ro, right? It's him right here that he's really good, but I don't want to say something incorrect because it's weird. After a lot of dupes, he'll become very good, but I'm not saying that all these characters need dupes, right? A lot of them do need dupes, yeah, but he is really dupe reliant, I heard. So once you get a crap ton of dupes for him, then he works. So for the blue category, again, you're looking at a more dead category for the reason that a lot of characters aren't really aiming too high. But there is that one character that I mentioned, Quant. He's pretty good for that category. But onto the green category again. I'm talking about this one over here. Yeah, he's crazy for this category. Green category, you have this. You also have I think her name is like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say her like part of the name, Loziel. I think that's how you say it. We're gonna go with that. But she's actually a sort of healer, correct? So if you are looking for a character to heal, and Evan is not the one appearing on your team, she's going to be a decent kind of pickup for your team. I'm saying decent now. There is the first character you get as like the start, because remember, you're going to already have 3 dupes for her, and her dupes aren't that bad. And then there's also the guy with the pillows, which he sleeps. Where the budge is he on this list? That's what I'm trying to say. This list is missing a few characters. But there's the guy that sleeps. His name is the Insightful One. He's actually pretty good too. For the green category, you can say a lot of kind of team comps can be designed with him. But I would say, if anything, if you're looking to team build a mono team, yellow and red are going to be very powerful. And again, there is no one running like exactly a mono team. There's different capacities of the team. I think that the most thing close to mono is red team being like big whales are doing this basically. They're running Viol, Evan Kill, this character, and Hua, right? They're running that as the main team, and then they're gonna play like a defense character or some sort of BAM for support, and then boom, that's the character, or that's the kind of team comp. But I would say, like, if I were to say like must-haves, this tier list is pretty accurate on the must-haves of each category. Like, if you were to say, if I'm chasing a character, I definitely would say that I could like throw off a few here, I could throw off a few here, and then argue against it. But if you're saying like must-haves from each category, I think yellow is basically correct. Red is basically correct. Purple, I get a little bit iffy on purple because I really only have Rachel and Karaka. These two I don't really have. Blue, 100% sir. You can't argue that at all. Green is 100% him. I would say for healer standard, this is actually very good. And there is a sleeping guy, which is also really good. And then you can argue her or not, but she already has 3 dupes for you. So picking up more dupes for her might not be a terrible situation. But again, you could definitely argue that she's not. So that's currently where I stand. Must have characters from each category. I think I think I did good here. So you let me know what you think down below. If you do disagree with anything here, I'm more than happy to talk about it, like get through everything. But yeah, basically that's what I got. So I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace, and enjoy. That's been it for me, and yeah, take care.